Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is where you're watching. We're doing a special video, the one that I just recorded at the first of the new year for the 2nd of January. Just went up a little while ago, less than an hour ago, and it's already getting quite some comments. Anyway, I have online with me Gwen Caldwell from the Dakotas and also the ambassador from Europe. And the ambassador has some things he'd like to share, which is why we're doing this special program. He was really excited when he called me earlier, couple hours, I guess it's been now. He was contacted by the Red Dragon, who was contacted by the Council of Elders in China, and they wanted to share with me and with other bunch of people the sign that they saw in the sky over Beijing. So, Mr. Ambassador, can you explain to us the significance of this and the timing and everything else of when it actually appeared?
Yes. We had a program on the day before the Christmas, the 23rd, where we did our release and showing the signs that basically clarified, who we are, the 555, my family, our mission, and the birds taking down, the Vatican's birds, and all these different amazing events, supernatural events that was happening. After that, it was followed by some question from the Vatican, asking if the ambassador is waging war against the Vatican. And as I stated, no, I'm not the one waging wars against the Vatican. God is. And to clarify this is that during our recording, a sign was appearing over the skies of Beijing. And this is what we're showing here and sharing is a picture of the phoenix. The bird that is inside my family crest is the phoenix. And the importance of the phoenix is that the phoenix always comes before the dragon arrives. The new dragon of a new emperor comes into place for the new era. So this is now the start of the new era, and the new era will now be revealed to the people. This is what we've been waiting for that from the elders, and now is revealed, and my sign has been revealed to the public. Okay, so that's why we wanted to share this great news, and actually it happened during the same time we were sharing the other confirmation. Basically, the creator again showed another sign that is this rising of the phoenix, okay, over Beijing. So now the era officially has started. Also, after this particular program we did, we received a lot of questions and intrigues from the Vatican and from the, with different questions of, how we are, feeling about the new Pope and that he's doing what we are telling him to do and whatever type of questions. And, and what I wanted to say is that I want to say that I have some good news from the Pope too. And I was thinking that you, Ron, could read what the Pope had to say after listening to our programs. And, I think it's quite interesting in combination with both my Christmas speech and the New Year speech is that it seems to me that they are listening. Let's hope that they are taking the effort and actually transforming their institution into something that is maybe benefiting humanity instead of enslaving and traumatizing it, or as it had done for the last 2,000 years. Could you please read it, Ron?
Sure, I can do that, and I think it's interesting that you had indicated that the Vatican actually contacted you, well, anyway, I'll let you explain that later. I'll go ahead and read this. It's from Press TV, and it said Pope Francis has marked the start of the year 2015 with an appeal for peace before tens of thousands of tourists, pilgrims, and Romans who crowded into St. Peter's Square in Italy's capital of Rome. Quote, peace is always possible, and we must seek it, said the pontiff on Thursday to a crowd of about 50,000 people gathered for the Pope's first window appearance of 2015. He further expressed the wish that there will never be more wars, emphasizing slaves no more because wars turn us all into slaves. While delivering his traditional New Year's Day Angelus, which is a prayer, from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, the 78-year-old pontiff repeatedly went off script and at one instance pointed to a sign in the crowd that said, "Prayer is at the root of peace." And he said he agreed with that. The Pope had earlier celebrated Mass in which he observed the Vatican's World Peace Day, which has as its main theme, slaves no more, but brothers and sisters, for this year. The Pope also prayed for blessings for the entire human family, also pleading that God grant peace in our day, peace in our hearts, peace in families, peace among the nations. Pope Francis is reportedly scheduled to travel to Sri Lanka and the Philippines on January 12 through 19, which would be his first foreign visit of 2015. And I just want to say that after reading this, that I called for in my first video recorded this year, which started the first minute of the new year, I called for the cabal basically to surrender. It's time to clean out the garbage, as one commenter said, of the people that are trying to harm humanity. It's time to let go of Admiralty law and Roman law and all of the things that enslave humanity. If the Pope is really serious, he can do that by shutting down the Admiralty law system worldwide. That's my 2 cents worth.
No, I think this is very important because in the article you will find the 555. The 5 is mentioned 3 times in the thing. It's not a coincidence. Also, they point out that he's now looking at the signs in the audience around himself. This is also another good sign after the signs that he's been seeing in the past. And also he's aligning himself with the family's wish for peace. He's aligning with our wishes that this year, the year of the sheeps, that he should let the sheeps free and set free basically the slaves, and that we should allow the people to be empowered to set themselves free from the slavery, and both the financial slavery and other other slavery systems as the world has done. I see this as a very positive thing from the side of the Vatican. I congratulate them for taking positive steps. I also hope and pray that, yes, like I stated, the prayer is the root of peace, and I really pray that he will observe that and with respect, and that they will also follow through with it through his channels down his downline, and that we will be able to actually find peace and prosperity this 2015, and that we should be able to use this year as a time of jubilee and basically liberate humanity. And I hope that he will continue now to follow in the footsteps that we had envisioned for him, and basically do what's right for humanity. And I hope also the other cabal people and world leaders will take these signs to their hearts and follow in his footstep and do what's right for humanity. Okay, this phoenix that was revealed here is also a very important confirmation directly. We had the confirmation went out, we had the reports. You was also contacted with numerous of questions from people from the Catholic world, asking questions about the Pope and so on, as you know, Ron. And it seems to me that they took it, the cabal and the people took this thing serious and take it to the heart. And I hope that all the signs now confirms to the other elders and for the other family members that they should go to the righteous in the administration and submit and work together with us who wants to do the right, to has the backing of the Creator to do what's right for humanity. Okay, and that's a very important thing. I will also try to share as a remembering some of the other photos that I was sharing again. So people maybe gonna be traumatized at why I'm pressing and pushing all these things, because now we'll be looking at the phoenix that was in the sundown. Now let's see, we're gonna share these other ones.
Yeah, of course, every time you go to share something else, it creates a new video in Zoom. And then every time you do that, I've got to put all those pieces together to make one video. Gwen, while he's looking for something, do you want to have anything to say? You don't have to.
Yeah, I do have a question. When we're talking about um, the cabal being done away with, and we're talking about a change in the way that humanity is being served, do you believe that that is just that changes just with a change in the cabal's attitude and what, whether their hands are tied or not, or does there have to be participation on the part of humanity?
It has to be a participation of all people because we are the
Yes.
one empowering them. So basically, everyone has to do their best and their own to change themselves and not to empower these crazy psychopaths. And the thing is, this way is that it's like I stated to Ron earlier. I mean, many people have maybe followed Dave Smith on his programs, and many people see that after he was spending his time in Hong Kong with the family and also with myself here in Europe, I think that people can obviously see it's a huge shift and change in his appearance and his way of working and talking too. I think that the vibrations now is here for the change, and let's use this year 2015 to unite all families, all the branches, all the different institutions, and also including, uh, you know, all the people that work to save and to do things positive instead of aggressing and attacking each and every one in some form of jealousy or belittling. Try to work together. I'm ready to, as I stated before, to work with anyone to help humanity to be set free. Let's unite and not divide by arguing about religions and states and nations and things like that. That's a part of the 666 programming. We need to work together to assist each other and empower each other to set humanity free. Now I wanted to show the phoenix, which is the bird on my family crest that was there in the sundown. And here you afterwards you see in the background you see the ones that is from the crop field. And here's the 555 Vatican being hit. And again, you see here again the crop fields picture with the family logo. And again, here you see the black bird basically taking down the Pope's dove. And here is the meaning, planetary meaning with the time frames of this incidents. Okay. Now, what is very important to pay attention into this all things is that I was accused that I was somehow behind in a spiritual warfare doing these things against the Vatican. No, I am not. It's God that is basically waging these wars against them, and I think that's the reason also is very much important for the cabal to realize that there's much higher powers involved in trying to assist us, basically to liberate humanity, and this is the time for the new era. Okay.
Including the awakening of the spiritual warriors of every religion all over the planet, people that have a love for life and a love for creation itself and a love for one another. That is so important. It's not about destroying people or telling people no. It's about giving people the opportunity to turn around and to do the right thing, to remit and surrender, as you always say, or simply to repent.
Yes, and this is very important. I will also disclose some other things that probably people have not seen in the past. And this is some of our other creations, okay, taken with my phone, that exist on the planet, okay? Now, I said that I'm gonna be disclosing a lot of interesting things in the upcoming future as a part of Against the War Against Ignorance. But I'm gonna push this thing forward here too. Now here you see basically an Anunnaki, okay? Here must maybe first time you ever been seeing that. But also pay a lot of attention to the artifacts around this giant, okay? You see what type of artifacts is this? This is also things that we hold in the safekeeping. Here is the coffin of this particular entities, okay? Now, the thing is that we, unfortunately, has been lied to, okay, by our school system, about our religious leaders, about the history. And as you know, it's that in these end times, the truth will come forward and they will turn against the priesthood and they will say, why did you deceive us? Okay. Now we are in this period of time that the lies, the cheating, the aggression, the systems that the media has been involved in and the states has been involved in keeping us dumb and ignorant is now going to be released. And we need a truth and reconciliation treaty here to set things free. And by doing that, and by admitting things and ask for forgiveness and try to move on to the next step, that's basically what's going to set humanity free. Yes, it's a lot of people that is criticizing me for this and this and this and that, and people is upset about this and this and that. Instead of coming with your ignorant comments and aggressions because yourselves are feeling that you were following a lot of jokers in the past and things were not happening. Try to look at the real things. Try to do the right things and work together. Stop attacking anyone who is trying to do something good. Try to empower them instead. Okay, again, I put over the World Bank situation thing here with the Red Dragon family. Okay, and just to inform the people and to see the people is that it is no lack. It is no lack of funding for the world. This is just one account. And one day maybe we can sit and talk about different past administration people or whatever. But it is no lack of anything. And it is the time for Jubilee now. And we are the ones together, all unite, work together to make sure that we're going to set humanity free. And we're going to take ourselves up to the higher vibration that we need to do. And basically be what we were supposed to be during the creations, something good and not something evil and wicked.
Yeah, I want to add about this document while you have it up there, that this is the World Bank and it's the Committee of 300. This is the cabal. These are the people that have enslaved the world and enslaved humanity and committed crimes against humanity the world over. These are the people that have taken the funding that belongs to all of us, and they've used it to wage war against life itself, not just against the humans, but against all life and against the planet. And this is what we're calling for. We're calling for the remittance and surrender of these people who have behaved in a criminal manner and asking them to turn their hearts around and to decide to serve humanity instead of to oppress humanity. And that's common sense, and it's a very reasonable demand. It's not even a request, because if they don't turn around, it's time for them to be taken out. And I don't like to say that, but they are damaging the entire life stream of the planet. And they are hurting themselves, they are hurting their children and their grandchildren. So it's time, as the ambassador said, to ask yourself, to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I going to tell my children and my grandchildren? Am I going to tell them that I was on the side of waging war against peace and war against humanity and war against life and war against the plants and the animals and all of the kingdoms of this world, as far as the mineral kingdom and the air and the fire and the water and the earth and all of the elements? Or am I going to say that I learned how to love, and I learned how to forgive, and I learned how to be authentic and real and truthful, instead of constantly living a duplicitous and speaking with a forked tongue, as the Native Americans always say, of the white man? We have to start telling the truth.
Ron, the other thing too, I mean, all you have to do is look at these numbers and you can see this isn't about the money for them. They have more money than God. It's about control and power. And we participate in giving them that control and power. And we have to start being aware of the things that we're doing day to day that contributes to their control and their power over us.
Yeah, indeed, that's true, Gwen. We all have to awaken. We all have to take a close look at ourselves, and we all have to be willing to do the 180 degree and turn and go in the opposite direction, taking responsibility, each of us, for our own actions, and learning to be more gentle with ourselves and with each other. And we can turn things around. But it is about taking responsibility, and everyone must be accountable. No exceptions. Excuse me.
Yes, and this is very important because these people have felt that they are untouchable, and they are not untouchable for the Creator or for the other beings that has already arrived. And we are dealing on all different levels now. And the best thing for everyone to do is not to upset the Creator or the people that He sent here to assist in this mission, and to basically surrender and do what's right. And I recommend that all of us that works in the same field unite and to work together and basically build up the movement and the global awareness, so that people from the road level basically do the necessary changes to set the whole countries and nations free. And we need to remove these dirty people before they pollute the whole aquarium with all the small little goldfishes. Okay, and so that's very, very important from my side. And I'm here to serve you people, and yeah, I'm a servant of of you and for the Creator and for the family, and I'm here to give you the message that you are free as long as you're ready to take the steps, okay, to set yourself free. Okay, this is in this enslavement and traumatization is only in your mind. You can be free when you decide to be free. You don't need to assist. You can refuse to do so. And if enough people do refuse and tell the truth, these people are going to have nowhere to hide. Okay, and we don't want to have it like this, that we're going to have another like Nazi Nuremberg situation when everyone suddenly claims that we're against Hitler and against the Nazis and that had nothing to do with it. No, you all are guilty. Okay, so the thing is this way: we need to do the right thing to set humanity free. Maybe it hurts you guys. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, what do I do in my work? What do I do in my position? What do I do in the planet? What can I do to change this? And how can I be a proud person and be a person that was part of the shift and change of humanity? And you are one of them, and everyone is one of them. And together we're going to be able to use it. And I don't think that we're going to destroy any institutions. We're going to repurpose this institution to serve the people. And people, don't be traumatized about, losing people. You should be traumatized over the fact that these people might even cut your head off if you don't do what's right. So either way, with all the blessings, yeah, I don't know if any one of you have anything more to add. And I hope that the 9th-generation system is not going to be needed to be implemented on you guys. But I really hope and pray that now cease this atrocities on humanity, and also these games that you played against Palestine in the Security Council. These dirty games has to be stopped, and these people needs to stop suffering. And all these people who claims to be Muslims and Jews and Christian people, masqueraded Zionists, stop with all this ridiculousness. And we need the religious leaders of all faiths, the Muslim leaders, to go in and re-educate these so-called Muslim extremists to what is pure Islam. And basically the Christians needs to, the pastors and the priests and the Vatican need to go and start read their Bibles, and maybe even the hidden things that you guys removed and edited, remove editing things and put the real things in the books there. And basically, do like Jesus, worship the Creator, and not make him to God. So it's a lot of things that we need to stop with, especially it is this demonic idol worshipping that we do, worshiping Justin Bieber and Britney Spears and other spiritually hurt people, and instead try to inspire to be good people. Be proud of yourself, people. And women should be feeling empowered and proud, and they should not need to solicitate themselves. And all type of human trafficking has to cease and stop. I'm going to have a special program about tools and instructions how to stop the human trafficking in one program here very soon, and demands on how to implement it and basically stop these crimes against humanity too that's going on straight here in my neighborhoods in Europe and all around the world. And so God willing, or inshallah as they say in Arabic, and I really hope and pray for everyone to be set free. And I'm thanking you for taking the time, Ron, from your busy schedule, and also you, Gwen, to be on this program and try to enlighten the people a little bit. And I hope that everyone that listens to this program, spread it around, especially to the family people, so that they know that now is the time. It's only one person that carried this symbol on the body. You hear his voice. Let's do the right thing now and do what's correct on the planet and bring forward the dragon and to take the control of the planet and set humanity free.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, Gwen. And on that note, I'm going to sign off and say thank you for listening. Namaste.